Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? It is very important for us today in the modern era that we are better able to complete our tasks at a proper time. It is very, very important indeed that we stay organized. Our life must be organized one. Every aspect of our life must be organized one. We need to get organized and we need to stay organized as well. Because otherwise we will never be able to deliver. We have made it a topic of our discussion today that how to get organized and how to stay organized. There are two parts of it. First it out how to get organized and the second part is how to stay organized. Both of these parts comprising comprising 7 items each, 7 points each. Let's go into the get organized and the 7 points of it. First of all, it is set clear goals. Clear goals, clarity in the goals, in the targets. Not only our goal should be clear, it should be very attainable, achievable, realistic and doable as well. In many of the times, we are having a vague thinking, not clarity at all in our thinking about what I want to achieve. And the second is its deadline. Also, many of the people, they are seen setting the unrealistic, unattainable goals. They here might seem over ambitious. They are over ambitious, but dear friend, they fail to deliver. Whatever they wanted to complete in 1 year, in many of the cases, they fail to do it even in 7 years. So that is nothing but a wastage of time. It is very important that we take a step by step approach. So we are talking about set clear goals. Clarity on the one hand, attainability on the other hand. Number two, declutter. Remove unnecessary items. Simplify your space. Removing the unnecessary items and simplifying our space at all. Simplicity, if at all there is no simplicity, then there is a complexity. And complexity, it is not good at all. Don't go toward the complexities, rather go toward the simplicity. Go toward the simplicity. Remove the unnecessary items, very important. Not only the material items, even the things which we want to do. Whatever we have to do, remove the unnecessary items and simplify the rest of the task. Remove the unnecessary task, simplify the rest of the task as well. That is declutter. The third is categorize. Categorization. Putting the items, similar items into one category. Putting the similar items into the one category. Whether it is information, whether it is task, whether it is the material items, we need to categorize it. We need to categorize it. Number four, create a system. Develop a structure for managing task, time, and resources. Develop a structure to manage your time, to manage your task, to manage your resources. That is creating a system. And the system might be a very crude one. Begin from wherever you can. but we can gradually, systematically, regularly keep improving our systems. The system might be very unorganized, very cluttered, very complicated, very even dirty, but later on, very important thing is that we should continuously improve it. That is create a system. The fifth is use tools. Using of the tools. Implement calendar. Whatever we have written on the calendar, whatever we have written on the diary, it must be implemented. And as far our to-do list is concerned, we need to keep an eye on the to-do list for all the time, and we need to keep removing the things which are either done or we don't need it anymore at all. So these items should be put on the to-do list, and then we need to keep removing certain items. Now it is there are certain organizational apps on the smartphone and the computer that can also be availed. So that is the fifth out of the 7 points is use tools. Now the sixth is assign a home. Designate a place for each item, making it easy to find and put away. Assign a home, designate a place for each item. Whatever, there should be a place for it, so that we are instantly able to remember. If any time I need that particular item, I should be knowing that this item will be available there. Now the next is the seventh is establish routine. Create habits for regular task and maintenance. Nothing could be as effective as this one. Nothing could be as effective as this one. As for the habits, as for the routines are concerned, we need to keep creating. We need to keep improving our routine, our habits, because these are the most important items ever. you know this is establish routines. Now these were the 7 points of part 1, get organized. Now there is the second and the last part of it. It is stay organized, and this staying organized also have the 7 points. What are these 7 points of staying organized? First of all, it is maintain your system. Maintain your system. Regularly review and update your organizational structure. Regularly review and update your organizational structure. That is maintain your system. Now the second is schedule regular decluttering. Regular decluttering should be scheduled. Set aside time to remove clutter and maintain your space. There should be a specific time. It could be the first thing in the morning, the last thing in the day, or any time which is suitable, but it is very important indeed that we need to schedule the regular decluttering. Now the third is use reminders. Set reminders for the task, set reminders for the task, for the deadlines, and maintaining maintenance activities. That is the third is use reminders. Set reminders for the task, for the deadlines, and maintenance activities. Now the fourth is review and adjust. Review and adjust. Regularly evaluate your goals. Regularly evaluate your goals. That is called reviewing. That is called adjusting. Once we are reviewing it, then whatever improvement we can bring in it, we should be able to adjust it. And that is the fifth is stay consistent. Stick to your routines and systems. Stay consistent. It is little important that how much I am doing on a daily basis, but it is extremely important that I am consistent in all that. If there is no consistency, I think it is totally and absolutely useless. So that is stay consistent. Now the sixth is avoid procrastination. Avoiding procrastination. Break tasks into smaller steps. Take action promptly. The sixth is avoid procrastination. breaking of task into smaller steps, take action promptly. How can we break our avoid the procrastination? Whatever is usually it happen because the something is unpleasant or difficult or complicated. Here what we can do is that we can break it into several parts. One unpleasant, one difficult, one complicated item can be broken into several parts so that we can do one task at a time in this manner. Even if at all there were 5 or 6 parts of it, everything else can be done. So that is avoid procrastination. The seventh and the last is that continuously improve. Reform your systems, reform your tools, and reform your habits as needed. Keep reforming it, and it will keep getting better with the passage of time. The part 1 comprised how to get organized, the 7 points of it. The part 2 was how to stay organized, again the 7 points of it. Now there are certain additional tips. These are 6 in number. And break task into smaller manageable chunks. Break task into smaller manageable chunks as the number 1. Number 2, use a done list to track accomplishment. Use a done list to track accomplishment. We should keep writing whatever I accomplished, and we need to keep an eye on all those items so that it could be used as a confidence booster. Now the third is implement a one-touch rule for handling paperwork or tasks. Implement a one-touch rule for handling paperwork or tasks. One-touch rule that do it, finish it. If at all you have started it, then finish this item. So these are usually the smaller items. And now the fourth is establish a landing strip for frequently used items. Establish a landing strip for frequently used items so that all the frequently used items should be put at one place so that every time I need it, it should be very easy to take all that, to pick it from there and to put it back there as well. So that is now the fifth is practice time blocking for focused work. Practice time blocking for focused work. How the time blocking technique can be used: switch off your phone or put it away from you, and sit at a place where there is no interruption, where there is a little interruption. So that is, and tell yourself, eat, drink, and sit there for some of the time, for a reasonably good amount of the time, and for a focused work. So that is the fifth. And the sixth and the last additional tip is review and plan your day. Review and plan your day. Review and plan your week. Review and plan your month regularly. Regular planning of your days, your weeks, your months. So that is very important. Reviewing for the purpose of updating. Reviewing for the purpose of updating it. Now, as a bottom line, remember, organization is a process, and it's essential to be patient, flexible. It's essential to be patient and to be flexible and kind to yourself as you develop new habits and new systems. All what is needed here is the new habits, the new systems, the improved habits, the improved system. That is how we can get organized and stay organized.